peace, infinite rays shining through once again. Sometimes in your life, you get to a point where you've got to put things in perspective and you've got to shake things up. Maybe you're on the conveyor belt, you're stuck in a routine, you're not really stimulating your brain, your mind, your heart, you're not really continuing to learn new things. Maybe you got bored, maybe you've become complacent, even lazy. All those things can lead to unhealthy lifestyle habits, habitual thought patterns you get in your head. You can also start to forget the blessings and the good things going on. You can get down on yourself, down and out. That's a sign you got to shake things up. For me, in my life, if I wake up too many days in a row and realize you're kind of existing, Rory, you're not really living to your full potential, you're not really thriving, I know it's time to make a change. And that's a normal thing. I think most everyone can relate to that. Sometimes even a good thing can come to an end. It's served its purpose. It's like people coming in and out of your life, friendships, relationships. We can all learn from each other. We're all teachers in our own way, in our own right. And it's great to be able to give as well as receive. And when I talk about shaking things up and putting things in perspective, I want to share a little story of someone close to me who has been diagnosed with schizophrenia and recently shared with me these horrible thoughts that this person's hearing voices in his head. He's being harassed. And long story short, these voices he hears are making him feel like he's not good enough. And not only they are interfering with his life and his dreams and keeping him from thriving, he's sometimes feeling like there's no point and there's no way out. And sometimes he doesn't see that it's worth going on. And it's like, whoa. That reminds me to put things in perspective. And it's so easy for me to say these kind and inspiring words to try to help, but really it's hard to put yourself into someone's shoes and realize some people are in a living hell at times. And we've all had our ups and downs, and that's what gives us perspective in life. But it reminded me to realize most of us have so many countless blessings and things to be grateful for. And that's kind of always the first stepping stone to revert back to if you're kind of down and out, even bored or lazy, or maybe getting into unhealthy routines. The first step is to revert back to that one fundamental reason of being thankful and gratitude in your heart, because we always have a reason to be thankful. Just that I can see, hear, taste, I can move my body, everything's functioning properly, makes me feel like a billionaire, right? Because health is the real wealth. So if you get into a point in life where you feel stuck or you feel bored or like, why me? Remember to put things in perspective. Someone's always got it worse. And when you start to count your blessings, you start to wake up with a smile on your face. After that, step 2 usually means, okay, if I'm feeling this way, if I'm bored, if I'm unhappy, if I'm kind of in a funk or depressed, it's time to shake things up. Maybe it's time to try something new, paint a new color on the canvas, right? Because the old colors have no longer continued to shine. They've lost their luster for you. Try a new trail, hit a new path. If you had a fork in the road, You know, you don't have to go straight, take a left, take a right, see where it leads you. And you'll listen to your gut and your heart along the way, and you'll get signals and signs. Like Santiago, if you read The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, a great book. The Alchemist teaches him to look at the signs, and he's presented with clues and choices to make. And ultimately, these choices have these butterfly effects on our life that will determine entirely different outcomes. Little choices that we make each day. We forget the power within each choice that we make each day. So, never forget your true power. We all have it within us. By listening to our heart and taking the time to kind of check ourselves, whether it's through meditation, yoga, a hike in the woods, a walk down the street, just some time alone, turn the TV off, even take the headphones out and listen to that inner voice and ask yourself, what's going on in my life? Why am I feeling this way? What could I do differently? How can I shake things up? And when you can talk to some great friends, some great family members, people you haven't maybe talked to in a while, you'll always get that perspective. I recently reconnected with an old friend who is a recovering drug addict. And it was so great to hear that he's clean and sober, he's enjoying life once again, and this person almost came so close to death. So for them to be alive and seeing things in a new perspective shows you that you can make a change no matter how tough it gets. And that was inspiring for me to see this childhood friend doing well once again after it was almost all over. And not only is it great for himself, but he's got a daughter. So there's always a reason to persevere. I've been in times in my life where I felt like just giving up, and I felt like it was all pointless, but it's not. We still have our innate gifts to share. Don't waste it. Use it while you can. Find a reason today to shake something up in your life. I challenge you that. It's been a story with Rory. It's been a pleasure to share with you all. Take care. I'll see you next time. Peace.